Sam?
Mikel, between the start of the transfer window and the end of it, you played Newcastle, Spurs, Man United, all teams currently in the top five. Those are three big games that could really shape how the next sort of few months looks. Does that add a sense of urgency to the business you want to do to get someone in as quickly as possible?
Well, and there are still some other games between that as well. So we know the importance of in the summer to get the players early, and the same that we want to do in January. This is idealistic. Sometimes it's not realistic, but obviously, if you ask my opinion, as quick as possible, we want the players in to get settled.
Sometimes clubs can think, oh, we'll save a bit of money by waiting a few weeks or negotiating, but when games are that important and you're in a title race and it's 5 points and it's Man City and they used to get 95, 100 points, every single game counts, right?
Absolutely. In this league, you know, the competition, where the bar is, where the standards have been the last 4 or 5 years, which is somewhere that the Premier League hasn't experienced in the past, and we know that every 3 points, every point is going to be massively important.
Just quickly, on Eddie, obviously likely now to play a bit more than he has in the first half of the season. He did that towards the end of last season, playing every week and did very well, got a new contract. How much sort of faith do you have in him to fill that void that Gavin's now going to leave?
More faith on him every single day, because we see every day what he brings to the team, what he is as a human being, the way he's developing as a player. We already got some great response last year when we needed him, and he did really, really well for the team, and he's ready. That's why he's extended his contract. He's a key player in our squad, and he's going to have chances to play.
Mikel, you spoke to Jamie Carragher about your decision or your interest in taking up coaching while you were still playing. You've got quite a few players in your squad who are doing that now. I just wondered, is that a policy that you've wanted to encourage? Have you encouraged your players to do that?
No, I haven't done. All I can do is support them. Obviously, a few of them, they come out to me after working together, and they have the feeling that they want to start doing it, and I just support them to try to get the best out of them, to make sure that all the needs that they have right now, they are fulfilled, and challenge them as well, because it's a good opportunity as well while they are looking at that to learn what their thoughts are, what the vision is, what they are learning, and share that.
And how did you feel it changed you as a player while you were studying for your badges? And do you think having players like Granit as coaching and playing can benefit this team this season?
It focused me more. It valued. I enjoy more playing. I enjoy more all the process of training, all the process of preparation. Probably I understood much better the role of the manager. In that case, it was Arsene. I think it's great. You know, everything that is related to our passion, which is football, and anything that can educate you on that, I think it's very powerful.
So you think it's good for you as a manager to have players studying to be coaches as well?
If that's what they feel, I think for them to have hobbies, well, if it's a hobby this or a passion that they have, I think it's great. And if it's related to what they do daily, I think it's even better.
Yeah, I'm encouraged. It's your 3rd anniversary this week. I mean, your first game was on the Boxing Day. I remember when you were unveiled at the Emirates the Friday before your press conference, one of the things you said was the things you learned from Pep Guardiola was to be ruthless, to create a winning mentality. How much has that played? How much have you used that ruthless streak to create what you have now, a team that's gone from where they were there to the top of the Premier League?
It takes a while. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of good decisions. It takes exceptional players to win, especially in this league. But I think we have installed that mentality across the club, and it's not me. It's been everybody that is involved. That we think about the same way we think about Arsenal as a team, that a club that has to be at the very best, and that's the demands that we put ourselves.
And how far away do you feel to establish this culture? Is there still more work to be done, or is it an ongoing process? Are you happy with what you've got at the club now?
No, it's still a lot to do, and the hardest thing is to win. And once you win, to win again, and to win again, and to win again, and that's a lot still to do there for sure.
Mikel, in that interview with Jamie Carragher, you talked obviously a lot about Pep's influence, but also David Moyes when you were a player. I think one of the quotes was how he made you do things that you hadn't done before, but it made you a better player. First of all, what kind of things were you doing that you hadn't done before, and have you taken that on?
Well, I played as a winger, and I wasn't the fastest, and he believed that I could have an impact in the team there, and I have real doubts, and he made me believe that I could do it. And I always play as a holding midfielder, as an attacking midfielder, and he made me play as a winger. And I had to adapt. I had to adapt to a different style. With David, the first few years we played a very direct game. It was completely opposite to what I was taught since I was 15 years old. So I have to adapt or die, basically, you know. And it was very challenging, but I think it was, for my own education and my own development as a player, I think it was really, really rich.
So on from that, have you taken that into your own style of management when you're working with players, and what impact has David had on things like that in your own management career, given it's 3 years?
I think every manager leaves you some marks and some moments that that after build the beliefs that you have in what you want to do, and David had a lot of weight on that for sure.
Gary?
Can you sort of reflect on this time last year when you went into that window also looking for a striker? Can you afford not to come out of this window without a striker and without strengthening?
Can we afford not getting the player that we want? That's my question. We can afford to get a striker for sure. If we want one, I don't know if he plays in League 2, in League 5, in Spain, in Portugal, in Africa, we can get a striker, I guarantee you that. But what we cannot afford is to get a player here that is not for us. This is what we cannot afford, that's for sure.
So is that a trade-off between needing a body in and...
No, we don't need a body. We need players that make the team better. I think personalities that have the mentality that we want to win. And we have to focus on that and be very strict with what we've done and the policies that we had to make the team successful.
Can I just ask one? Is it an easier market than last year? Do you sense it's going to be...
Question for Edu. For me, it's easy because I don't have to do the dealing, so it's a question more for Edu and the board. Obviously, we are very aligned with the players that we are looking for, where they are possible, where they are affordable. The timing of it depends on so many things that are in my control. But the theory says that it's a very tricky window.
Because just about Ben, now he's back and everything. Is there any? Has he smoothed everything over? Is there going to be any long-term repercussions of him leaving England? Has he had a chance to?
That's something very personal that is down to Ben. We have done everything that we could to support him, to again give him the environment that he's comfortable, and he's been exceptional with us, and that's what we expect from him.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Which player do you think would be the best manager, Mikel? Off the record.
Which players, sorry?
Which will be the best manager of the one?